Like, I won't lie. One of my best pastimes now I like is I hate it because during the pandemic, a lot of us didn't have money or was used to having money. So a lot of us start getting into investing and
Mm-hmm.
trying to, save and use money, make it work for us, invest.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of dudes was finessing the community.
Oh, that's a fact.
And a lot of these guys I was liking, you found out they were grifters. Long story short, I just like now watching podcasts or channels that expose these people.
Yeah.
Because I hate that, I was believing it. One thing I liked was, not to change the subject, but a lot of those guys, like, I may have considered wanting to pay for a course, but I'm like, perfect example, Earn Your Leisure. I can't stand
Mm-hmm.
those guys now. Are y'all familiar with them?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah, so after a while you start listening to them, you like, bro, y'all just saying basic information, but y'all really trying to sell and get over on people. And it's people that have bought like programs and courses from these people and have got finessed. That's why DJ Envy got caught up in that stuff. So what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, like, I like watching a lot of podcasts that expose those guys. But a lot of
Yeah.
times what I'm saying is I find myself liking a lot of drama and messiness. So
Yeah.
what I've been doing is I'm not reading, but I'm listening to audiobooks, and I'm listening
Mm-hmm.
to Creature from Jekyll Island. That's about, all of the bailouts that ruined the economy. I'm listening to Peter Schiff. I'm listening to Peter
Oh, that's
Schiff's
my
book.
guy, Peter Schiff.
So
Yeah,
now it's
for
like,
years.
now I don't really listen to Earn Your Leisure. Now I'm listening to Peter Schiff. I'm listening to audiobooks because
Mm-hmm.
I'm really getting that real raw knowledge. Warren
That's right.
Buffett, man, not to change the subject,
That's my guy too.
Warren Buffett is the greatest investor of all time. And for a while during the pandemic, a lot of people was hyping up this lady, Kathy Woods. Now, Kathy Woods is nice, but during the pandemic, a lot of people bought all her hot stocks and all this stuff rocketed. So for that 1 year, man, like, her fund went from like $28 to $150. And she
Mm-hmm.
called, her biggest sale was, she called Tesla. She said Tesla was going to be a big company. And
Mm-hmm.
Tesla stock is insane.
It's insane.
So, long story short, everyone was talking about how great she is.
Yeah.
Warren Buffett, all he say is invest in ETFs, mutual funds. Get your 7 to 12%. Do the simple stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Warren Buffett's biggest investment is Apple. He didn't start investing in that until 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Warren Buffett is 90 years old. He owns Apple is 46% of his fund, and Apple has to give him $750 million a year. All I'm saying is he did this at 83, and all he did is just being methodical, and he gave the game away for free. So for these guys to come out, try to, dupe us with the information when
Right.
all we trying to do is improve,
Right.
you pretty much selling aspirations and dreams. And that's the
Yeah.
last thing our community needs. Our
Yeah.
community needs discipline.
They can miss it
We don't need another
with all that.
lottery ticket.
Heck yeah. You know what I be doing sometimes? And I used to check guys out at a specific time or
Yeah.
just check out what they talk about. And then I would turn to Bloomberg and I'd
Yep.
say what they talking about not even on here. And this is where the rich people invest in. So what is we even talking?
Facts.
Like,
Cause
I just watched your podcast and you talk about some stuff and I turned to Bloomberg and it ain't on there.
man, I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm glad that, I won't call it intuition, but when something don't feel right, it started rubbing me the wrong way. So I'm sick
Yeah.
because I used to listen to this Chris Sane guy. Well, I'm not knowing that we in a bubble. Shoot, the first time I get into the stock market, everything just shooting up.
Yeah.
So everybody's strategy working.
Yeah.
So, like Chris Sane, though, he had, man, and a lot of these guys are just great marketers.
Right.
So he was transparent. He was showing his portfolio. Long story short, everybody then start trying to get into options. Options is pretty much just the new lick, the new casino.
Mm-hmm.
He calling these options, and I'm like, why is these not hitting? I'm like, bro, we going off your research. So I'm like, that rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
I did another play. A few of these plays that he said was supposed to like 10x, they were not hitting. So I started just getting out of his stocks. And then I started just consolidating because I didn't like losing.
Mm-hmm.
I got out of all the BS stocks like in January of 2021, February 2021, March, all them things plummeted, and I'm like, I'm so thankful because I dodged a bullet, but I'm feeling sick because it's some people that I listen to that listen to these clowns and got burned. And I'm like, they may never come back to the market. So what I'm just saying is now I'm just listening to the experts.
Yeah.
I hate that our own community is getting off because, just for
Well, I mean, you got to think about it, though. That is the norm across. That isn't socioeconomic or ethnicity specific. Because if you watch Greed, you watch Greed, you see how many of the other folks doing that every single.
You know what's crazy? Because I watch them get exposed. So I like watching the people in our community get exposed too.
Yeah.
But one of the guys I like is Patrick Boyle. I don't know where he's from. He has an accent, but he talk about the biggest Ponzi schemes, the biggest short selling. Man, Madoff and them was making off with billions, bro. So
people whole retirement's gone.
Bro, man. Dog. These guys have end up somewhere. They'd be gone.
That's right. That's right.
Bro,
that whole thing is just you just have to be careful about who. And this is what I've looked at so far. The people who just do it as news and they not selling you something are normally. And also this is the second thing. They're doing it as news, not selling you something, and they're avoiding word salad at all costs. Those are people that are more likely to catch my attention than people doing all this extra playing on your emotion, and then I don't do none of that.
Yeah, that's one cat I really can't stand, and I just start listening to him because I'm like, bro, I hate guys that just talk and not really saying anything. And one guy that really just grinds my gears is 19 Keys. Are you familiar with him?
Yes, I seen him with his new hat.
Yeah, so I'm like, bro, he had this one guy on here, and this dude is a part of one of them black venture capitalist shows that invest in businesses where you compete. I forgot what it was, but actually a guy that I went to school with, I think won the competition. He had a car rental business. But dude out here is really giving game about how you can get into venture capitalists, how you can invest, things that that we can really use to benefit. And this dude just want to show how smart he is and just want to include himself in the conversation.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you're not saying anything because you mixing in 5% of talk with BS. So now you were saying your crown can protect you from 5G, and now you want to talk about how AI, is going to change the world, and you need to start using the Chat GPT with. Not everybody are about to be AI and Chat GPT experts, and I hate it.
In one day.
Yeah.
So this is my thing, and this is what I do. I'll trace someone back, and I'll realize you've been saying crazy stuff and just walking off from it.
Yep.
Because if the same guy told you that black people couldn't catch COVID, and then 2 weeks later said that they trying to give COVID to black people, then 2 weeks after that they say that 5G causes COVID.
I'm not gonna lie.
I see where you're going with it. You're gonna be right eventually.
Oh man.
No.
Lie.
He been wrong the whole time.
Yeah.
All of them been.
No, remember.
And they just keep being wrong and moving on.
Remember, everybody was saying because it was showing up in Africa, so everybody was like, black people couldn't get it. So we just think we was abused. Then, but it's like we just start dropping. I'm like, where the fuck we just? But I remember Tariq Nasheed and all of them. Like one guy, like his name is What Happened to Common Sense.
Yeah.
Common Sense. He has a great channel. Like he don't got a lot of followers and views, and he don't post like he used to. But dude just talks common sense. And he like, y'all listening to Tariq Nasheed and Boyce Watkins telling y'all to boil orange pillars, and these Negroes gonna get y'all killed because they telling black people all this BS and believing it. No, don't take the jab. I'm like, all this stuff, bro. I'm like, man, I had COVID. It was real. I know people who died from it.